So we're here at day 3 of TGOM 2025. Jasper and I have run our workshops today. How you feeling, bro?
Good, mate. Just finished.
Now, what I wanted to chat with you about and understand is like men's work is so multifaceted. I was saying just before that we had guys getting buried, while there's Sexy's Power workshop, while we have truth seeking, while we have a brag circle, while we have an emotional processing circle going on. There's so much contrast, and what I wanted to understand is like how you're working with men in the journeys, whether it be on your workshop or even the work you're doing at home.
Yeah, I think so much of my work is really, what I love about TGOM so much is that there is so many different approaches towards sense making.
Yeah.
And men come here with all kinds of different issues.
Yeah.
Who knows what, relationship problems, sex problems, identity problems, just in a crisis about their purpose and direction in life. And so the spectrum of what's available here is just fitting in so many missing pieces for men. And so much of my work is really just about integrating. It's about integration and forming a big picture understanding of reality and boiling that down into a way that actually improves the circumstances of our life and gets us to get everything that we need and to feel our cup and to fully self-actualize, so that we can have a really powerful foundation for actually asking and answering the big questions. Who am I? What is all of this? What's it all for? What's the meaning?
And there's so many different ways we get to go about that. Like you were saying, you started in sex coaching, then it's like been this transition and transformation of your journey. It's like when you were saying like now it's about seeking spiritual truth and going down your path, the feeling that I get is like guys will end up at a similar destination going through your vehicle to there, and let's say it's doing parts work with guys for me or identity work, that the essence, and I feel like the essence of many of these guys, the brothers' work is like we're all ending up at like what's the most authentic form of self and what's the closest connection to God.
Yeah, we're all trying to heal, man. We've all got our traumas, we've all been bent and bruised and broken by life, and we're all in the process of, that's what the work is, isn't it? Putting ourselves back together, making sense of it and understanding who am I, what is this, how do I actually get to have the life that I want? And the beauty is that there's just so many different paths up the mountain. It's amazing.
What would you say you've enjoyed most about TGOM in terms of the diversity? Like you getting to run a truth-seeking workshop. The workshop in that main space before you was like the Heal the Boy, Awaken the Man. Before that was like healing past pain and patterns and self-sabotage. Like the diversity of it, what's been your favorite thing about that?
I think the thing that strikes me the most is probably is just seeing how many men have been cracked open in so many different ways. From the opening circle to everything that's happened in the last 2 days, and just so many different ways of kind of like getting underneath the surface, helping men contact parts of themselves that was disowned or in their shadow or in the unconscious mind. All of that stuff somehow getting poked and prodded and hit from different angles, that every man feels like he's been awakened by coming here. It's amazing.
I would say for me, the thing that I've loved most is getting to witness the contrast, but within the contrast, how it keeps coming back, like I said, like to the essence. I guess for me, it's like pointing to the essence, to the truth, to authenticity, almost like to the soul level of us as humans. This is part of what I'll probably ask in a moment, is like when you say about like seeking truth, like what is that truth to you? I guess before that, it's from my perspective, the frame that we have this soul within us, whether we believe in karma or religion or whatever it is, there's like a truth within us. It's our authentic self. And then we have the layers of the pain, as you said, like before, being bent to the pain. We have the wounds, and then we have all of the layers of protection, and all of these different workshops, all of these different lead facilitators, getting men closer to who they are at their core, at their essence, where they're fully authentically expressed in so many different fucking ways. Like, it's been so cool walking around this afternoon, listening to workshops and being like, hearing 4 completely different fucking topics, yet they're all pointing to the same thing. It's been incredible.
Yeah, and I think isn't that part of the journey, isn't it? Like all of us have some sort of inner search. All of us come into life ignorant and we as a being are an ongoing process of like trying to make sense of reality, trying to map and understand what all of this is. What is this? Who am I? And so there's this, I find in myself, there's always been this deep curiosity towards like the mystery of life and like trying to figure out what the fuck it is. What does it mean? What's the point? And so for me, that's the guide. That's the guiding principle. That's the guiding call. That's the hero's journey is like this thing that's been summoned in me, and it guides me, and it keeps me fascinated. It keeps me open-minded. It keeps me very curious to understand more. And the more that I learn, the more pieces of the puzzle that click into place, the better life gets. And so that's what I really see in all of this, is every man is here finding puzzle pieces for himself, forming a bigger web of understanding and moving towards his ultimate version of life, or his version of whatever winning the game means for him. That's available here.
It's like some of the men here might be saying, we're doing this work to heal the boy. Some might be saying we're doing it to integrate the shadow. Some might be saying it's to find their truth. It's like others might say it's to be reborn. Like it's all keeps pointing to this thing, the thing, that primordial thing that's like we all feel, we all know, but we get so disconnected from. And that's what I love witnessing, is getting to learn from other men that are doing it differently but get it. Like you get it. But just from the name of your workshop, I'm like, he gets it. And that's so cool to be surrounded by it, because for me, I look forward to TGOM like every year, because I know that we're all off leading our own mission and our own vision the other 11 months and 25 days of the year, but we all get to come together in one movement in these 5 days or 4 days.
And you can see how starved men are of this level of depth and the kind of the space to actually process and integrate. And it takes 3-4 days for men to just unfurl and to rip off all of the armor and uncover the dark parts of themselves that they're afraid that no one can love or the world will reject. And so I think carving out time for this and men actually prioritizing this and making the space and in the investment to come and actually be here, it's fucking medicine. It's for me, this is the world healing. This is the work of integration. This is consciousness evolving, and we're participating in it in real time. What a gift. What a priceless gift to be able to appreciate that and to be a part of that. It's really special.
Do you have any other questions? Anything you wanted to ask or bounce off?
Well, I'm curious what your experience of doing your workshop today was, and how you feel after getting through that.
Yeah, beautiful. Man, I was so, for me, in the zone of what I wanted to present, what I wanted to give to the men. I feel like my heart and soul is on this planet to serve, and it's like knowing how much how much I have in the toolbox to be able to teach or share or present on, or what model or process to take them through. It's like, how do I give them the most value in the 90 minutes that I have, which feels like a moment in time. So for me, my real intention with the workshop, which was heal your past, your pain and your patterns, and stop self-sabotaging, was to give them the awareness of what's actually the root of their pains and their patterns, and then how that plays out in their life now. And then how to understand the way to get to the root of it. And then from there, with the self-sabotage aspect, it's around like for them to realize what's causing it, and then as a result to know how to overcome that. So it's the same kind of thing for me. The intention was show them how it's playing out, why it's playing out, and then from there give them the tools to be able to start to move through that themselves. So I loved it, and getting to see the guys feeling the emotions. Like mine isn't a really emotive workshop, it's more giving them the information and then a tool or two to be able to start to work with that, and then the deeper work comes post TGOM. For me, seeing the guys engaged and wanting to ask lots of questions throughout, I was like, we're on the money here. And then seeing a few guys at the end having the tears, and even the guys that weren't crying afterwards being like, bro, you when we were doing that little child walk on the beach, like those were the moments for me. I was like, I loved it. It was epic.